If someone with expertise offers you a day to sit and chat about any issues you have with the way you and your baby are enjoying life, would you take up this opportunity? Here are some things that are common in the day stay at Tresillian. Tell me, what is day stay at Tresillian all about?
Day stay is where a family can come in for the day and spend time with a child and family health nurse who will help them discuss their problems or any concerns that they have with their baby. We do take from 0 to 3-year-olds, so we do take toddlers as well. So there's a wide variation of issues that do arise for many families, and it's a place where they can come and discuss those.
Okay, so what kind of issues do they come in with specifically?
Specifically, it will vary depending on the age of the baby. We have a lot of babies that are unsettled. We have the older babies that are night waking through the night. We have toddlers that are fussy feeders or have behavioural problems.
Okay.
So that can all be discussed with the child and family health nurse.
That's quite a range of topics.
It is a huge range of topics.
So in terms of sleeping, obviously that impacts what happens throughout the day. What quick tips do you give them in the day stay unit that they can then take home and apply? Some
of the main tips is encouraging the mother to recognise, or the father to recognise, the baby's tide signs. Often they're missed. The baby may just rub their eyes without the mother really observing that at times. Could be yawning, just not interested in what they've been doing if they've been playing on the floor. So we try to work through that with the parents so that they can recognise that, and then we can actually pop them into bed while they're here.
Okay, so are there specific tide signs for, say, children birth to 6 weeks, or?
Usually they're yawning, they get a little bit fidgety, their fists become their hands become like into little fists, and they often will disengage looking at the parent, or they'll just stare. Straight at the parent. Yes, they get that glaze over, which can indicate that they're tired and needing to go to bed.
It's very easy to distract a small baby, chuck a rattle in front of their face, follow them around. What kind of things do you want to avoid in doing if you were trying to get your baby to go to sleep?
I think overstimulation.
Okay, so yes, those very things.
Those very things, because the more you overstimulate a baby, then it's going to be much more difficult to get them off to sleep.
Absolutely, and that's, I mean, that's the essence of the frustration, isn't it?
It is.
So from 6 weeks through to 3 or 4 months, are they similar signs? When do those signs change?
Usually around 6 months, because they're often up for a little bit longer, and usually they'll get that cry. You'll get that whingy cry that they're wanting to.
Tired.
They're tired, and they may still rub their eyes. Some of them will pull their ear.
Oh, okay.
So there's, every baby will do something a little bit different, but usually they'll have that. They're happy, and then all of a sudden they'll start to cry.
Okay. So does bedtime look a particular way? Do you recommend that you do a series of steps to get them into bed?
Little babies, we generally encourage you to wrap them, especially the 0 to 3, 4-monthers, because that gives them some security to go off to sleep.
Yes.
The older babies, we're tending not to wrap now. We may do an underarm wrap, but the over 12-monthers, we usually just encourage the mum to pop them into bed as quick as they can and just tuck them in with the sheet that's already in the bed.
And so you pop them into bed, give them a kiss, say goodnight?
Kiss and a cuddle, and pop them into bed and say good night.
Okay. Bars up on the cot?
Bars up, definitely. We don't want any babies on the floor.
So what happens if your baby's a climber? So not all babies will lay there.
No, if they're a climber and they're actually over 15 months of age, they now have to go into our little mini toddler beds.
Okay,
that's a safety issue.
Just off the floor?
Just off the floor. Few inches off the floor.
So if you have those concerns at home, that is something that you can legitimately do at home?
Yes, definitely.
It doesn't need to look fancy and pretty, it needs
doesn't.
to be functional.
That's exactly right.
These tips are from professional child and family health nurses at Tresillian. If you would like to attend the day stay unit, please contact your community health nurse for a referral.